to the comprehension passages reading skills. So as I told you, I am back with your comprehension passages reading skills. So how to attempt this question, which is in your reading section, section A. So one is your note making, already dealt with you, and the other is comprehension passages. So how you are going to deal with it. So we are going to learn it today. Okay. So dear children, first of all understand what reading skill is. Dear children, reading is a skill that can be acquired, and anyone can learn to read better and faster and thereby comprehend in lesser time. So if you practice, you can do it fast. Rather than concentrating on words on the passage, look for the main ideas, follow the main thread of the ideas consciously at a fast pace. Try to comprehend the overall organization of the passage in terms of the development of thought. Don't get sidetracked by minor details or examples. So I hope this point is clear. So before I move ahead, yeah. So what strategies we are going to apply? This is very, very important. So strategies which we are going to apply to complete or achieve good grades in comprehension passages is number one, first of all, you read the title. Don't waste your time. Just the moment you get your question paper, in the 15 minutes reading time which you get in your half yearly or session ending or in your board exam or pre-board exam, so utilize that those 15 minutes in first of all reading the title, and then quickly skim through the questions. This is very, very important. So instead of reading the passage, first of all, skim through the questions. This will help you to predict what the passage or poem is about. It will help you to read and understand its contents with more clarity and will keep your mind focused on its theme. Number three, focus on the question that test vocabulary skills. Read the antonym, synonym given, because sometimes you make mistake, you don't even read whether antonym is asked or the synonym is asked. Then look at the numbers of the paragraphs, because always there will be a paragraph number after that word from where you are going to find that synonym or antonym. Write each word against its respective paragraph. That's easy trick. This gives you a ready reference, helps you to identify the word in the passage para while reading. You need not to turn your pages again and again. So whichever paragraph is there, just pick that word, write that word side at one side, and then you can easily refer to which word means what. So this is an easy trick. Then, while you are reading do the following. What are the things? Number one, underline the content words as you do in the note making. Content word, underline. And underline the possible answers because already you have read the questions. So, you know, yes, this question was there. Underline maybe this answer. So, you may quickly do that. Encircle the words that are answers for the vocabulary. So probable answers for vocabulary. You think, okay, this word is the answer. Circle. This word may also be the answer. Circle. And then you may later on decide which is the right word. So normally a noun for noun, a verb for verb, and adverb for an adverb. This is the rule. If your word is a noun, uh, your synonym or antonym will be also a noun. And if it is a verb, then it is going to be a verb. And if it is an adverb, it is going to be an adverb. Okay, so make sure about it and answer the questions. How? So the underlying content will help you to find the answer. If confused between two words, choose the words of the same part of speech or form, or read the sentence with the word in the question in place of the ones you are choosing from the passage. And very important additional tips: write clearly and neatly. Don't just uh, scribble and move ahead. Write it neatly and clearly. Keep in mind the marks allotted to each question. Do not leave any question unanswered. This is very important, dear children. Even if you don't know the answer to any particular question, just write whatever you're thinking is the nearest possible answer. Just write it. Don't leave the answer blank, because the probable answer may have the right answer, but leaving will surely you are going to get a zero. Okay, so don't leave, and this is a very, very scoring section. So here you can score better. So just follow these trick tips, and you will be able to do it. Dear children, I want to share with you the skills of skimming and scanning. Skimming and scanning, this is these two skills are very, very important. So there are three types of reading skill. Number one is skimming. Number two is scanning. And number three is that you are reading, intense reading. You read each and every line and every word. So that is called intense reading. But the time which you get an exam for attempting this comprehension page, that is not enough for intensive reading. So you have to apply the skimming and scanning skill. So what is skimming and scanning? Let us see, and I am going to explain in the middle. So yes, this is a very important point and very important slide. Skimming. Skimming is, dear children, when you just simply rush through the passage. Okay, you are not reading each and every word. You are just simply trying to catch the idea, just to get the general idea of the passage. So skimming is when you want to read something quickly to get a journal idea. So then it means that skimming is done to get the journal idea. And scanning is when you try to find out what we say that some specific ideas. Okay, what are the specific ideas? Some general idea. Okay, fine. You have got a question, and you want to look for the answer to that question. So you are going to scan the information. Scan, like you are having what we say, a scanner with you to scan everything where you can find that particular answer. So these two skills are very important. Skimming, just giving the general idea, and scanning is looking for a specific piece of information. So, very good example. So, skimming is like when you go to a mall and you don't know what to buy, you simply go around the mall just to see what the things are, and then you decide what you are going to buy. And yes, what is scanning? Scanning is when you are going to look, for example, okay, today I am in a mood to eat pizza. So, you will go specifically to the pizza shop to buy pizza. So, that is scanning. You scan for that particular shop. So, skimming and scanning is clear to you. So, what is skimming? Skimming is just through just to get the general idea, and scanning is when you look for the information uh, specifically in the passage. Now let us see some comprehension tricks I wish to share with you. Though I have shared all the important points how to go about the about a passage, but still let us see some tricks which we can apply while just to get the right answers in less time. So yes, the very first is to read the questions first. So if you are reading the questions first, you are going to get the idea what information you will skim and scan. Okay, while just skimming through the passage, when second after reading the question, you will skim the passage, so you will get the idea. Yes, I am going to look for these information because the questions are already there. But yes, before that, read the title, because by reading the title, you get the idea what the passage is about. You will not be clueless. Or you can do just read the title, one or two lines in the beginning, one or two lines at the end. You will get the fair idea, and you can then read the questions, and it will be easier for you to find the answers. And yes, no need to thoroughly read the paragraph. There's no need at all to read the paragraph thoroughly. So you just focus on the main points while skimming, underline it, and then you can scan for the specific points asked in the questions. So if focusing on one, generally each paragraph has one or two specific points. So after when you have questions like synonym, antonyms, meaning, then you, as I told you, just write the name, write the word next to the paragraph, and then look for it, circle the possible answers, and then give a second thought to each word. And whichever you feel is right, you may write that in your answer sheet. We have already discussed this. Yes, first direct questions and then conclusion and inference. So there are various types of questions. Directs and the other are like taking the inferences, idea, write 2 points, and some other very direct questions. The answer is very clearly mentioned in the answers. So, for example, like what are the interest rate in second quarter? Direct. Who are the murderer of Mr. X? Very clearly must be mentioned. With contrast to paragraph, after how many years fiscal deficit vanished? So these may appear to be difficult questions, but you may get the answers very easily. Passage or the story. Now let us come to the examples of indirect questions. So indirect questions will be what conclusion can be drawn from, what was the reason behind, which of the following is true. Generally, the which of the following is true is not asked, but suppose if it is there. So these are the indirect questions. So one more thing I would like to tell you about reading section is generally what you people do, you write the answer. Suppose if you are liking answer, suppose there are 12 questions. So in out of 12 questions, 4 are multiple choice, and then 6 are subjective, and 2 are on vocabulary. So you attempt your MCQs, and then in suppose question number 5 to question number 10, you know the answer, exact answer of question number, uh, for example 7. Then you write the answer 7 first, and then you attempt answer number 5, and then you go for 9, and then you mix the things up. Please don't do it. You know your answer is going to be either 1 mark or going to be 2 marks, not more than that. So leave the space accordingly, according to the number, according to the marks of that question, and move ahead. Okay. So this is will be a great convenience to you, because suppose if you have left out some answer, you have not to look for which question you have actually left out. And for examiner also, it is going to be easier to give you marks and check your answers. So both way it is going to be a good and great trick. So never mix up the sequence of the questions. Even if you don't know the answer, you will wish to look later, leave the space for that. Leave space for that. Yes, avoid which of the following conclusion reasons are false or true or false. Generally, such questions are not asked, so don't worry. Yes, this is important. This is a cliché. This is the what we say, the main important point, that develop a reading habit. So this is when you develop a reading habit, you will be easily you could easily attempt to any questions and get marks. So these were some of the tips. Again, I am reading 2 3 important points just to summarize, that you are going to first of all read the title, and if you don't get the idea what the passage is about, read the first 2 lines or last 2 lines, or skim through the whole passage fast, very fast, within half minute, and then read the questions, and after that read your passage with two tricks, with two techniques: skimming and scanning. Okay, and in the vocabulary questions, write the vocabulary, that word next to the paragraph where you will find the answer to it, and circle the word the probable answers, and later on you may decide. So these are some of the and yes, in the vocabulary item, generally noun will be for noun, verb for verb, adjective for adjective, and so on. So just keep this thing in your head, and following these tips, you will be surely getting good marks in your scene passage. Now, dear children, you see here reading comprehension practice questions. So here are 5 practice questions which were there in the study material of Delhi region. I'm going to share the link with you. So you can go on this page, download this file, and practice. And yes, when you practice, keep your timer on. Just see how much time you are taking in solving one question. Because, dear children, if you don't manage the time right from the beginning, you are going to miss or leave out some of the questions in the final exams. Okay, so sharing the link with you of the page, you download this file, attempt it, show it to your teachers what you have done, get the feedback, and see that the tricks which I am sharing with you, which I have shared already with you, are a great help to you. So, so nice having you today in the today's class, and next class will be on Friday. So I am planning to have poster writing in that class. Okay, and that day you can share with me if you have some confusion, if some of the things are not clear. You can drop your question in the comment box. Till then, bye. Thank you.